Hello, my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are doing well and taking really good care of yourself. So, today we are going to start a new chapter number 9, soil. Alright. So, our topic to be covered in this chapter: water soil, soil profile, soil types, properties of soil, and percolation rate of water in the soil. Alright. So here we are going to learn about soil. Now all of you know what is soil. Soil is one of the most important natural resource. Okay. Now which is that common place where you get soil? I mean, what is comes to your mind whenever you think about soil? So now I'm sure that would be plants, because plants need soil. And why plants need soil? Because soil provides water to the plants, soil provides nutrients and everything that is needed for growth of the plants. So if you go in your garden, you see that plants are on the soil. Means their roots are attached to the soil and they cannot grow without soil. Now, do you think that soil is important only because plants need soil for their growth? So, plants are most important thing which need soil, and not only plants but a lot of other living organisms also live in soil. So, for example, small insects, earthworm, so they are also live in soil. So, soil is homes of a lot of living organisms, and all these organisms which live in the soil together form a soil ecosystem. And soil is also important for growth of plants. So now here, what is soil? The question is, what is soil? So you know that soil is a natural resources found on the surface of earth. Now, if we talk about composition of soil, so soil is composed of 45% minerals, 20% air, 25% water, and 5% organic material. But actually, these percentages of all the four components are different from one place to another. So, it generally consists of organic and inorganic materials. All right. So what is organic material and what is inorganic materials? So organic materials are generally dead and decaying living matter, such as plants and animals. And when these plants die, they get mixed with the soil and form humus. And you know, humus makes the soil fertile, and humus providing the organic nutrients to the soil, and it also improves the soil texture. And if we talk about inorganic materials, so inorganic materials are mainly the rocks that were broken down into smaller pieces. All right, and the size of these rocks are different. It may be pebbles, gravel, or very small particles, just like sand or clay. And minerals particles found in the soil comes from rocks. So students, here the next topic is formation of soil. Alright. So soil is formed from the rocks by the process of weathering. As we know that in the starting, earth's surface is covered with rocks. Then soil formation started when the breakdown of these rocks broken down into smaller particles, and this process is called weathering. So the breaking down of rocks and other materials on the earth's surface is called weathering. Alright, so we can say that the process of breakdown of huge rocks into rocks particles by the action of wind, sun's heat, rain, flowing water and other climatic conditions. So this process is known as weathering. Alright. So student, this is a very slow and continuous process. It's take very long time and it is a stepwise process. So now the next one is soil profile. When we talk about the soil profile, so now we see only the topmost layer of the soil, but if we dig, we actually see that there are actually many different layer of the soil which exist one below another. All right. So we can say that a vertical section through different layers of the soil is called soil profile. Here you can see that a vertical section, the layer of the soil is in a vertical section. All right. So each layer had different color and chemical composition. So these each layer referred to as horizon. So here you can see O horizon, A horizon, B horizon, C horizon and bedrock. Alright. Now you can just perform a very simple experiment at your home. Take some amount of soil. Maybe you can take the soil from your garden and take a glass of water. And now you put this soil into the water and stir it properly. Then leave it. Okay, and what do you observe after some time? After few minutes, you observe that these soil particles gradually get arranged in separate layers. So you can actually make out different layer because the types of the particles in each layer may be different. Obviously, in some layer, a particle are very big. In some layer, a particle are very fine. Okay, so you will be able to distinguish in each layer. If you focus on the topmost layer, you will also be able to see some small leaves and some plants remains, as you know that these are humus. Okay, so I earlier told you about humus. Humus is nothing but dead remains of plants and animals. So it is quite expected, it is some small parts of plant and some animals might also be present there, right? So topmost layer you can find some tiny pieces of leaves. Okay, so this is maybe a humus. All right, so here you can see in this experiment, you can see the different layers of the soil. So with this experiment you can say soil contain different particles and you can able to see the different layers. All right. Now the next one is layers of soil. So you can see the layers of soil here: O horizon, A horizon, B horizon, C horizon and bedrock. So O horizon, this is the uppermost layer and it is called O horizon or organic horizon. It consists of organic matter, silt and leaf litter lying on the surface of the soil, and this layer is dark because of the composition is still occurring. This layer is not found in cultivated fields. Alright. So now the next layer is A horizon. A horizon is also known as topsoil and it contains humus and the smallest particles of rocks. So you know that presence of humus makes this layer darkest than the lower layers. Alright. Now the third one is B horizon. B horizon is also known as subsoil and this layer is usually lighter in color as it contains less amount of humus or organic matter. Now the next to this layer is the C horizon, which lies in between the parent rock and subsoil, and this layer contains partially broken parent material and minerals particles. Alright, and the last one is a bedrock, and it is a lowermost layer, okay, which is hard and difficult to dig with a spade. All right, so these are the layers of the soil.